job,
Yeah.
for full-time job?
Yeah, I guess we are.
No?
No. Again, they expect me to just drop what I'm doing to come on to town full-time when I've been self-employed all life.
Okay,
You can't do that to somebody.
all right.
Well, you can, but
It doesn't work out.
Everybody give me your attention. This is Parsonsville Planning Board workshop meeting for October the 7th at 6:01 PM.
October 2nd.
Second, I'm sorry. Second, and we'll call it to order at this time and go through our agenda for tonight for our workshop, and mainly it's for open discussions on the topics that's listed on our agenda. So the very first thing that we got on our agenda is, it is a workshop, and A is ordinance land use floodplain. And everybody got a copy of the recommended changes, or you should have them, that was given to us by, who gave us this?
Well, I gave it to you, but it was from Janet Parker at,
That's what I was wondering, where's she from?
so it's Janet Parker, she's at the Maine Floodplain and Management Program, Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry in Vista.
She's a state employee?
Correct.
Okay, so this didn't come from the people that help us a lot, from the SMP.
No, so remember the floodplain, the whole ordinance that we approved?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
changes Came from the same lady, so these are more.
Oh, so this all came from her, okay.
Yeah, these are more updates that we need to.
Yeah, and they're saying that these are updates that we need to do, bring us more in compliance with the recommendations from FEMA and all the other, well, mainly it's from FEMA Region 1. If you read through this, these recommended changes to our present ordinance, you'll see that it's repetitive over and over again, but it's based on different zones in the floodplain. I read it and I picked up on that right away. They're not changing all that much. Has anybody got any comments on these pages at all from the committee?
Well, some of those changes apply to like coastal regions.
Yeah.
Do you think we should bother with those? I mean, since we're not on the coast? Should we try and clean it up or just put them in?
I think we'll just put it in because of, I see what you're saying here, because it's designated coastal AE zones and zones DE. Yeah, and I seen that. It won't hurt to have it in there,
Just in case
I
it,
think
just in
this,
case
yeah.
something comes up. That would involve that.
Giant tidal wave.
Yeah,
the
you never,
oceans are rising, right?
Yeah.
never know. And we got,
This is
That-
basically a blanket situation anyway
Yeah.
to cover everybody, so.
yeah, they give us they repeated themselves, boy, how many times? Was it 1, 2, 3? Okay, so they didn't come right in. We're just starting on the review of the recommendation.
Repetitive piece of paper.
Recommendation on the changes to our floodplain. And I just opened it up to the floor for discussion. Okay, one question's already came up from Mr. Barron, and it had to do we want to include the designated coastal? We're not coastal.
Correct.
But it doesn't hurt just to leave it in there.
Right.
Just in case something comes up.
Water level.
Anybody else got
Street seven.
anybody else got anything? Then no, it's up to you. I'm turning it over to the chairman.
Any other comments from anyone?
The only thing I had was, like I said, they show the zones and stuff. Where are the definitions of the zone listed? That's the only question.
Go to the
I had.
FEMA site, they have
They're
all
on the
the
FEMA,
definitions.
Okay, well, I just thought maybe it'd be kind of cool if we had.
Yeah, I know. What do they call a high-risk flood zone is AE and.
Oh,
just go
okay.
to the- If you go to the FEMA site, and I don't know if it's on that.
I looked, I didn't see
It's
it.
not, it's really weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
So it's like, what zone do I, what do we fall into?
It didn't have all the zones on there, in fact.
That's almost a
One,
good point. Maybe
yeah.
we should look up the definitions and add it to that since.
That was the only thing I had, that, that and it was repetitive, but that was the reason for it,
Yeah.
because it was telling about the different zones.
And I left the word in here one time for engineer. They changed all the rest of it.
Yeah,
They had to do with structural.
They missed it.
Engineer and architect.
Yep.
That's why they left it in there, because it's different from a professional engineer who is more broad-based. So they had to leave that one in there.
Anything else catch anyone's attention?
I got a question, though.
Go ahead, please.
If we accept this and we make these changes to be made, do we have to take it back to the town again? Because the town voted on that ordinance as presented in the original condition. Does it have to go back to the town again with these changes or not?
I would say yes.
I would, yeah, that's what I think, but I want to hear everybody's opinion on it.
I agree.
Where it affects their property, I believe we have it.
Yeah.
makes sense.
Because all these changes, someone would like to know about them at a special town meeting so they can vote on them, I would think.
Yeah.
Yep.
My big thing.
I think we can vote to accept them and recommend them.
We can recommend them,
But then the town has to accept them, sorry.
The town has to accept them.
Very well said.
Yeah, there is something in there when they talk about the riprap and stuff like that. That, whereas before you might just throw some rocks by the river, but now it's gonna be a.
That's why they wrote this.
Right.
Mainly it was riprap caused this to happen. Even though the others are associated with riprap is what caused these changes to come up. When you read this in detail.
Now, is that after they loaded all our gullies and culverts or our drainage with riprap on Elm Street and everywhere else?
No, this has to do with
Which
just
helps with
strictly,
flooding, right?
this only has to do with floodplain areas.
Oh, just floodplain.
Floodplain only. So this is.
That's true. That's true.
I don't need, you need to answer.
No,
that.
you're fine.
Does that mean we have to have a hearing too for it?
You Probably do.
I think to follow protocol, we do need to have a hearing
Yeah.
and then bring it to a town vote.
I don't think there are any special town meetings coming up unless we
Nope.
get ready for tomorrow night.
It ain't gonna be ready for tomorrow night. You gotta have a hearing before then.
We're not that ambitious.
And we want to add the definitions in, correct?
Yes, we do.
I think so.
Well, then you guys have to actually wait till your next meeting to,
Vote.
Yeah. We're just discussing it now.
Now, what about pointing out or laying out where the floodplains in the town are for the public?
Well, we have that map there.
We have this map,
Okay,
but I don't know if it covers all of them. Because in here, it covers 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 in here. And on there, there's only 3.
great. Yeah, I see that from here.
Yeah. Well, we can look up, FEMA has.
Rest of them are
Yeah,
shoveling.
she's got them out there. We'll probably have to bring that FEMA map with us. Because probably got them all on that map.
Well, if that could be, if the FEMA map is digitized and could be put on the town website for the people to view.
I think this is all we got.
Oh,
What's that?
I think this is all we got. I don't know if this was actually updated on the FEMA site or not.
It might not be, but we gotta find,
We can put a link to it, maybe on,
That- yeah.
on the town's website, link to the FEMA mapping service.
Basically, only concerns the river anyway.
right, that's basically the major flood areas, the rivers.
they're all over the place when you read that flood zone, way it reads.
Okay,
There's just not, they're in there, almost, they're in 3 different zones.
Yeah.
They're not in the same zone.
gotcha.
Maybe where that's Desiree, so she can get us an updated version of the FEMA flood zone.
I was just looking to see if there was one online.
See if there's one on there. We didn't really have much to do with this ordinance anyway.
No.
It was mainly handled by the chairman, and he just voted yes, and they sent it to the town and they voted on it. But they did all the work on it, he didn't do any of the work.
Yeah.
This is the most I've really seen of it in writing.
I think we should be able to just add the link
I'm not going to let you in.
Now, as far as the town planning board goes, most of this is still has to be approved by the qualified professional, and it's kind of beyond our scope of dealing with stuff, correct? Other than the fact that an applicant comes in who is in the flood zone, we have to point out that they need a qualified professional to get authorization to do what they're doing.
Something to hear about that. Something has to come to the planning board. Where did I read that at? Something's got to come to the, it's in here, one place. I forgot where I,
Probably coastal.
huh?
On the coast.
In the coastal area?
It's coastal? What'd you say?
Coastal.
Coastal? All right. That's the only place that it's even listed as in here. Where did I read that? Now I can't find it. Local authority on accepting this or approving this is really the CEO.
In our situation, unless,
It is. It's up to Jesse, not up to us. You know that, Jesse?
I've been involved with setting the base floodplain elevation. in the past.
Right. So
Basically,
why did,
is the only place we mentioned conditional use,
yeah,
license, whatever the hell it's called. Review approval by planning board.
where'd you find that at? Again, page what?
Four, number 9.
4. I knew it's in here someplace. Page 4, number 9.
It's for permitted conditional use.
Conditional use.
You got a lobster shed in your yard?
Yeah, and again, that's coastal.
yeah, that's coastal floodplain.
That one I got.
That is under coastal though.
So there is one thing that has to come to us, Jesse. Conditional use, and that's about it.
Or we're not gonna deal with it.
Most likely not.
Not many lobster boats running in Parsonsfield.
Hope not.
Does anybody see,
We still have flood zones, so
Huh?
even in the flood zones, I'd still have to send somebody, that they'd have to come to planning board anyway.
Right.
Then they'd have to be able to find a certified person to set the base flood.
that has to do the document, said it,
Right.
but then
Then they could be a foot above it.
yes,
Right.
I read that.
Yep.
But the approval authority basically is you.
Right.
Local authority is the CEO.
The time you're talking flood zone, you're gonna be in the shoreline zone anyway.
Yes. But I just was thinking that why, it's just a thought that I have, why are we maybe involved or too involved in the floodplain ordinance? Should it come under someone else?
Meaning,
I don't know.
Town or the
Just answer the question.
Oh. It only leaves selectmen, the zoning board, or the state, right? It's not us.
I just have a question, so I've got.
No, it's a good question. Any question's good. I would say yes, it falls upon us or the zoning board.
I wouldn't see where it'd fall on the zoning board, because that's, well, yeah, zoning board. I don't know.
We still have a zoning board?
For a permit to build a lobster shed,
Yeah?
I'm gonna let you know.
We'll be right over.
Yeah. Lobster shed, or what was the other one? That's a wharf, yeah. That was the two things that stuck out in here.
Would a qualified professional be a CEO?
Depending on what you're asking me to do. I'm not gonna be out there to be the guy that sets the floodplain elevation.
No.
You have to hire a surveyor to actually set the
Yeah.
base floodplain elevation.
The professional
You have to
engineer.
be to enforce that he's a foot above it.
Yeah, the professional engineer has to do all the documentation
Right.
to be presented to the CEO.
Right.
So they got to hire someone to do that. Harvey?
Yeah.
What they normally do is they'll go out and set up him
Mm-hmm, yeah,
and say, he has to be a foot above, this is the
Yeah.
base floor
Yeah.
elevation right here.
right,
So then I can take all my elevations off of it,
right.
right?
Okay.
That's normally what happens in situations.
I don't know. What do you find?
Okay. We're definitely gonna have to post this definitive link because getting to the
We're going
maps
to
are,
what?
put on a link that's very specific because finding them maps are
Oh, those maps.
a nightmare.
Is there any in there?
Yes, but I can't get to them yet.
Okay, all right.
There is a whole list of PDF that we could adopt of their flood zone terminology.
Okay. That's why, again, I have that question, should it fall under our responsibility or not? But I guess we're kind of stuck with it, looks like, no matter what.
Yeah.
I would treat it as an amendment to the ordinance, even though it's not an amendment to the land use ordinance, it's still an amendment to an ordinance that governs the town.
That goes to the town? Well, yeah, that's what this is, the floodplain ordinance is,
Right, so I would treat it as, land use section 10A1, an amendment can come from the planning board to the selectmen. You guys would need to approve it, send it to the selectmen would then take this to town meeting, just like everything else we've been doing the last couple months.
yeah, it's got to be a hearing too, so there has to be a hearing set up before you can even take it to the special town meeting. Well, for about a link for us to look at all these maps.
So just to bring it all together, basically, any applicant that is applying within zones AE and VE coming in front of us, we have to defer them to get the qualified professional to review their project first.
I think it depends on what they're doing.
If it has any changes to the natural landscape.
Right, if they're gonna,
If they're
if
changing
they're
any,
gonna, if they're gonna fill land, then we would have to do it. If they're gonna dig a hole, I suppose we'd have to do it.
Right. Build a parking lot.
Right, but if they're gonna put something on top like a camp or a trailer, I don't think we'd have to do anything like that.
Okay, that's your interpretation.
You know, as long as they're aware that it's a floodplain, we probably wanna make sure they're above the floodplain.
a foot above, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody got any other thoughts?
Thoughts or questions?
So approve it and push it up to the select. Add that stuff to it, like,
Add the link to the mapping and the definitions.
Who does the letter? That's right?
Desiree would do the letter.
Okay.
So we'd have to vote on it at our next meeting.
No, we can't vote tonight, right? No.
Right.
So we need to get the correct link for the maps
Yeah,
and then add in the definitions.
yeah, we can't approve anything tonight. It's illegal.
who's gonna do that? Do we just throw this all at Desiree?
Desiree, is that something you want to tackle or do you want me to tackle it? Yep, the adding of the link and the update
So,
by adding the definitions.
I'm looking at
That's why they get paid the big bucks.
what I think are the maps right now, and it's saying that the one from Parsons Field hasn't been printed.
It's preliminary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
It
found.
just says 7/17 not printed.
Huh.
Yeah.
So is that map, does it have zones AE and VE listed on it? Or are they listed differently?
There's two different areas listed.
For us,
Well, it's one color with a bunch of A and AE.
See, this one down here is-
But there's no VE, huh?
No, there's no
VE
VE.
is coastal.
Yeah,
So the map you're pointing to is our zoning map.
that's just a zoning map.
That's
It's
just our zoning.
That's all that
Has nothing
is.
to do with floodplain.
Right,
So the one that I have here,
yeah.
so. So it has AE, AD, and AC. Just those three on this map.
That would make sense.
Our official map holder.
There we go.
You need it, Line going your way, please. Glad it just came through.
Anybody want to see it?
Hey, Vanna, can I see where that came from?
Just the.
So effective July 17th
Of what year?
this year.
This year?
Is that
next
all
year?
of Parsonsfield or just?
No, that's
Just the flood.
Pratt Road.
Is that the only place we got a floodplain?
No,
I didn't think so.
right.
It's not official, it's not,
We don't have the
Complete.
full map.
it's not
We have all
complete.
the rest of the maps, but these are the only ones with those, I believe those, the AAE and
That's the
the
only.
ones that
map
say
we
they're
have.
affected. I don't think the other maps have changed.
But here they got listed AAE, AO, AH, and
Some of them are for title.
title, right.
So it has
Postal.
F35.
Coastal?
Title plans,
Yeah.
flats.
Coastal's AE and DE. AE and DE come off, AE and DE come off. So that leaves 1, 2, 3 then, at least 3. It's
We're just making sure we're on the same.
two of those on
So
there.
we're looking for definitions of all 5 zones.
Yes, we basically have L5 zones.
Yeah, we can always add something at the end of the definition for AE and B. This is not applicable to our,
Right.
to our town.
Right.
For the people that won't realize that it means on an ocean.
There's the rest of Parsonsfield floodplain maps.
Oh, geez.
I think-
No, they're all the same.
They're all,
They're all the same. It says,
3,800. No, they're not.
no? It
No,
said
they're all the maps. Of all of us, see, panel number. They're all different.
On the back, it might be
I'm
the
gonna put one together.
cutout of the,
Put them all together.
there.
Here's 83.
That's what we're gonna, everybody gets a set of scissors so we can
Jeez,
cut them and put them together.
I'm way late, I guess, be 5 minutes late, okay.
Yeah, I set that at 10 minutes to 6.
Yeah,
I'm on my way.
Yeah, it's all brand new.
we didn't start until a minute after.
Perfect. I had to wait for the nurse to come.
Yes, that's the only stuff that was.
A couple more days.
There's zones for here.
Yeah, complete degradation since last Friday.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Scanned.
Wow. They got her on anything?
I started
Yeah.
the high dose medications today.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So yes, I can work on that, and if I hit a roadblock, I'll just,
Somebody
Let you know.
concerned.
Yep, perfect.
Right. Well, those maps,
All right, does anybody else have anything else on this matter? And we'll take it back up at the meeting so we can vote on it.
I was just wondering, like, I know this affects SRCC as well. How do you guys do any handshaking with them or?
Who?
the
Saco River Corridor Commission.
You guys do anything with them?
Should we make a notification to them about this?
They'll probably send something to us before we send something.
If she, to make it a part of the original letter and just put them as a sub-part of that letter.
Do you want to copy, when we send this letter to the selectmen, do you want to copy the Saco River Corridor Commission?
yeah, so that'll be after the next meeting.
Yep.
Yep.
Just remind me when I send them, if I forget to put a CC at the bottom, I usually put CC, like CEO. So if you see it and it doesn't have SCRR on it, it's SRCC.
I'll put the floodplain maps together and hang them up on the board back there.
All right, regarding this matter, anyone else? Okay, let's move on to the next.
possibility of changing the meeting day.
We talked about changing our meeting from Wednesdays to Mondays.
is with all the changes? To get the selectmen on Monday now?
But now that they've announced that, we'd like to take their Mondays and make them pick a different day,
So,
just for shits and giggles.
so last meeting, Aaron had said that they were gonna change to Wednesdays, because I think Wednesdays works better for Aaron. So the selectmen were talking about changing to Wednesdays, but because our meetings are on Wednesdays, they didn't wanna overlap us and be at the same time. So I talked to Danny, we gotta talk to the selectmen. If you guys wanna move it, we have, I'd suggest waiting till the beginning of the year. And that would give us plenty of time to post a change, that would give the selectmen time to think about it and see if they wanna switch with us.
Because they just posted their change.
Right, but they jumped in, they switched nights immediately, they didn't, give the public a chance, so Danny said that Tuesday night, there was a lot of people here, because people still thought Tuesday was the late night, so.
We want Monday, I guess we have to ask for it.
The selectmen's, from what I gathered at our last meeting, the selectmen were all for us taking Mondays. But we should give it till January 1st before we start that. Does anyone else have an issue with switching the days?
Yeah, I think Wednesdays work great. Mondays, there's a lot of holidays that fall. I don't know if it's always the third Monday of the month, but there's certainly some Mondays that holidays fall on that would affect our and the applicants being able to move ahead on their projects.
We'll do, a
It's good
special
for us,
meeting.
but bad for the public.
Huh?
It'd be good for us, but bad for the public.
Right.
And if a holiday falls on a Monday.
Could always hold a special
always
meeting.
move to the next Monday, as long as you know ahead of time.
What were you saying, Roger?
That's pretty much what I was saying.
Special meeting, yeah.
Along those lines.
Well, everyone keep that thought going, because we can't vote on it tonight anyway.
Right.
True.
Anyone else have a thought on that? It's a good point.
Yeah, it is a good point. Is that working or is it,
Find out what we can actually.
you gotta sign us in again?
See, we're really talking about it.
Right. Desiree, did you send my email back to you regarding New England Golf Cart's response?
So I was gonna ask you about it. So did
Was there an attachment that I missed? Or did they just answer the letter items?
He just answered the letter, so we got the full application a month ago, maybe a little more. So what he was responding to was just our incomplete letter. I did not print it out, I tried to print it out, but because he used the red,
Yeah,
I only have the black printer, black and white, so I will play with that and have it printed for the next meeting. But yeah, he had just submitted the responses to the incomplete.
So we're gonna have to see if we want to take those,
it's not a complete application.
it's an amendment to an
It's-
incomplete application.
It's in two parts. That's the way I read it, because she sent it and I read it. I said, well, this is not the whole application.
So my thought was that, like everyone else, that we would require them to, when they come back with, is to come back with the complete application packet, not just a typed up response. Just so that we're being completely fair to everyone.
Yes, I agree. That's what's gonna be my thought too, so you already beat me to it. So why have a partial one either Richard submitted? Then she sent the letter that says, here's what you gotta add. He added it, but he didn't make the
put it as
complete
an
application.
application.
It's not a complete application, one document.
I think maybe we advise him that for our next meeting, that we need the application in its correct form completed, that we can
That's
review
one
it.
document. Yeah. Good point.
I have not had a chance to read through the comp plan as a whole. Did anyone else start?
I started to.
I got
They'd highlighted what the new changes were, so I could compare old and new. But they did.
So speaking of the comp plan, I have 2 paper copies. Figured the chair should have one, and then I'm not sure if anybody else wants one tonight. I can get more paper copies, but I wasn't sure who wanted paper versus just using digital.
I want paper, I don't do digital.
So I need to know paper. Yeah, you want paper?
I'll do digital.
All right.
I add it better when I'm
Stay in
doing.
the trees.
Yeah, the question is, are the,
Yeah.
are the changes in there highlighted at all, or is it just straight?
No,
That's the straight new
Straight.
plan.
it's the straight new one, but
It's
what
a
I
whole
can,
new one.
so what I can do is I can see if I can get a digital copy of the changes, see if they still have that.
That's right, I wouldn't bother. I mean, this is a whole new comp plan. If you look
Right.
at the old one and the new one, there's just
It's not gonna,
too many differences. It would not mesh at all.
okay,
Yeah.
So there's no sense in wasting your time. Just read the new one.
right, on that same thought, real quickly, so the land use ordinance with the LD 2003 changes, does anybody want a paper copy of that?
The final?
What we have for right now, because you're going to be making changes to it to bring it in alliance with the comp plan. So do you want paper copies or do you want digital copies?
Yes, because I want to mark it up.
Along with it.
Paper.
Paper.
Okay?
Digital, yeah, I'll do digital.
And see if you can get them PVC bound so they don't fall apart all the way.
Right, you want those ones, right?
Just like the.
Yeah, like what Paul
Like the
asked, right?
town, yeah,
Of
like
those?
that.
Yeah. So then one more thing, so since we're making changes to the floodplain, you don't need a copy of that right now.
No.
We can wait until we get these new changes and then get a new copy.
Correct.
Originally, yeah, once it's all done.
Perfect.
That don't make sense to have to do it 2 or 3 times.
Okay, so
I
you're
will-
familiar with it.
I will
Okay.
ask the office to have those printed and ready for you for the next meeting.
Good.
And I would say that we probably ought to
Oh, yeah.
plan on some workshop
Huh?
dates to review the comp plan versus the ordinances. to prepare
Okay, it's
for that.
gonna take a while. I'm not gonna be in no hurry no matter what. Like we talked about before, we're gonna take our time. I'm gonna take my time doing this.
Well, it's gonna take, due diligence to make sure
Yeah,
that it's.
just like they did. They took a year doing it.
2.
2 years?
2.5 years.
Yeah.
So,
Can we get MMA to come help us?
well, we could.
We may have some questions for
We
them.
may have to.
Well, I know the person we worked with, Reagan, she offered to help implement some stuff from the comp plan if we needed it, so.
I think that guidance saves us a lot of time.
I'm in no hurry.
No, I just mean in the whole process
Yeah,
to make sure that we're doing it
because we
accurately.
started way back. We started and then we stopped because we knew this other plan was coming.
Right.
Missed the fun part.
Hmm?
Missed all the fun part.
Who did?
All right. Anybody have anything else to say about the comp plan, which we're going to review later? And then same thing with LD 2003.
She's gonna get us copies.
She's going to get us copies for us to talk about. And then reminder, tomorrow night is the town meeting for the cannabis facility licensing ordinance. Have you seen all the scuttlebutt going around? Are we doing a ballot vote or are we doing a hand raise vote?
Good question. That's one I got too.
Do we know?
I believe it's a show of hands as of right now, but at the meeting, somebody can call for a secret ballot vote.
Which is legal,
Yes.
but it's stirring up a lot of controversy.
It is?
Yeah.
A motion would have to be made, seconded, and there would have to be, I think it's at least a 2/3, if not more, majority
Yeah.
for a secret ballot vote. I'm sure the office has secret ballots ready to go in the event.
We have a form for that ready in case you do.
I'm pretty sure Danny was printing up.
In anticipation.
If you follow the topic online, I'm sure that she's getting ready for it. It's-
Yeah. It's a
It's,
pretty,
anytime something like this happens, it's better to clear.
they're pretty in-depth online. I don't look at it online.
People are getting a little conspiracy theory that. I mean,
Okay.
it's legal to do a secret ballot vote, but people, there's the
Absolutely
whole,
is.
I don't think we're gonna see this massive retribution people are calling for.
Matter retribution for what?
For
Against
people
it?
that vote against it, yeah, that's the concern.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't see the trucks coming and the trails blazing and the flags going, houses burning, but, people are concerned, so I think one of the most important thing is we're gonna have to let people know at the very beginning what the guidelines are for the legality of doing a secret ballot vote. And if people so choose to do it, that's what's going to happen.
That's what the moderator's for.
That's true. And you may not be present for the workshop next month?
Correct.
Okay,
Not the workshop, the regular.
No, so,
workshop meeting.
yeah, so I put that note on there just to give you a heads up. I just applied for a promotion, so if I get the promotion, I will be on a work trip the week of the workshop.
You'll be a what?
I'll be on a work trip. If I get the promotion, I'll be on a work trip the week of the workshop.
Good luck.
Good. But you'll be here for the regular meeting.
No, I'll be headed to New Jersey for the regular meeting on the 16th.
So you're gonna miss 2 meetings in a row.
I will, yes, I will join via Facebook, and I will be a text away if you have any questions,
Okay.
or a phone call away.
How about we just do like a live call with you right here?
Good.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll be in the truck, so,
awesome.
yeah, we'll just hook you up to our phone and just keep you live the whole time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just,
Still running commentary.
be like, Saban, can I say something?
Yeah. Just really quick, we could just get a little earpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on the promotion.
Thank you.
Yes.
Same company?
Same company, yeah, it's, it's stuff up.
Good.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Salary with commission, hopefully,
Wow.
see.
You're gonna move up in the world, big bucks.
She won't need us.
Hey, well, my husband won't be quite better anymore.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Make him, well, no. She beats him now for shooting, and now she's gonna beat him about making money. Poor guy, I feel sorry for him.
I don't know, maybe he needs a break.
There you go.
She,
Look at it.
she outshoots him all the time now.
Not all the time,
Pretty close,
close.
yeah.
All right. Anybody else? Do I have a motion for an adjournment?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn at this time.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? So moved. Thank you, everyone. I apologize for being late.
Worries. How's it going?
Sorry to your mom.
A couple days left.
Oh, you do, what do you?
She